All right, let's end the show with some good news. The outpouring of local support for Puerto Rico has been truly inspiring, from the launching of the Massachusetts United for Puerto Rico $1 million campaign at the El Mundo Hispanic Heritage Breakfast to the countless local efforts in collecting much-needed items. So many wonderful people all over the Commonwealth have come together in a united front to help those in need in Puerto Rico. Now, obviously, we couldn't possibly report on all of them, but we can tell you that the local efforts have come from Boston and its neighborhood to folks in Lawrence, Worcester, and Western Mass. Now, here to shine some details on a couple of local drives that have already inspired to a couple of events that are actually happening later today and tonight, we've invited Jose Reyes, a local community volunteer from the streets of JP. We've also got Neil Vale, who, are you from JP too?
I work in the city.
He's worked in the city.
And I've lived in the city.
All right. Migoalia, Hernandez, I don't know where you're from, but I know I've seen you many times before. And David Lombardo, who's the general manager of Lombardo's, who is hosting not one, but two events tonight at his popular nightclub, Vincent's in Randolph. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Glad you guys are all here early, because in a couple hours we're going to get to, you guys are going to be working another drive. But I'm going to start with you, Jose, because I've been watching you on Facebook. This is how I decided to get you guys on here, right? You've been very passionate about it, getting local people together. What happened last week? Because I was watching that.
Well, last weekend we put together an event, a group of folks. We sat down at a round table, and last Saturday we had an event at Franklin Park across from the Shattuck. And we collected a truck full of donated items, from water down to food, down to hygiene products. We had a huge outpouring of volunteers and people just coming by and dropping off things in the pouring rain. We had a ton of volunteers out there. I'd like to shout out to Superintendent Chief William Gross.
I think we have a picture. There's a couple group shots, and I think I saw Gross there. I saw it.
Gross was there in the rain.
There he
with
is in the middle, right?
There it is.
Yeah, and Rip Hernandez too. We got to give a shout out.
Yes, sir. Rip Hernandez.
Somewhere in there. Yeah.
Kiko Guzman's there, who created these shirts out of Graphics Unleashed. I mean, the amount of volunteers and love that was shown, it was incredible. The pouring rain,
because they had their raincoats.
The pouring rain did not stop us whatsoever. We kept it going. Michael Mercado was out there DJing for us, keeping the music going and keeping us all happy and in spirit, and it was an amazing event.
Now, you want to talk a little about some of the organizations, right, that have joined in, right?
So how this, I guess it started, you know, all of us were hurting when it happened. My parents were over there. They're Massachusetts residents, and we were all looking for some way to give back. So I reached out to my sister, who works for Latino Justice out of New York, and they vetted behind an organization that's running the Maria Fund. Mm-hmm. The Maria Fund is giving 100% proceeds to Puerto Rico. Every cent that comes in is going there. Latino Justice is also now in the midst of doing a relief fund that I'd like to talk about. The Maria Fund was definitely all for our event last weekend, and it was great, amazing.
Now, they have the proper channels to distribute.
Absolutely. So they, the Maria Fund is run by an organization, well, it's managed by the CPD, which is the Center of Public Democracy. And they are the largest community networking group in the country.
Yeah, I saw that. Awesome. Yeah. Migoalia, I'm going to get you in because a lot of women were out there, just like the men, loading those trucks. I saw that. You were one of them.
Yes, my sister was there as well, and a lot of family members joined in, and I didn't care. I didn't know where the strength came from, but it definitely came from the passion of knowing that we have to do something right away, that we couldn't wait. It had to happen like yesterday. And so when they reached out to me, I said, I'm in, and so is my family, and so is everybody that I know that wants to volunteer, because we want to make sure that we get the stuff to them right away. Right.
Now I'm going to go a little to David, David Lombardo. I know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask you, because many of our viewers may not. Why is the Lombardo family getting so involved? You've got two events, one starting in a couple of hours, and then one later tonight. Before we get into the details of that, why are you guys so involved?
Yeah, we have a busy day today, but as a family and as a a pillar in the South Shore and the community of Boston. The Latin community has been a huge part of our success for Vincent's Nightclub. We host Latin nights on Friday nights, and without them, we're nothing. The Latin community has been so good to us, and it only makes sense to give back to the community in every way we can. And so having the events today, the drive going on in a few hours, and the concert tonight, 100% of the proceeds are going towards giving back to Puerto Rico and making sure that we can really make an impact.
All right, I think we have the information up. So there's a drive going on from like 10 a.m. Over at the drop-off site, right, Vincent?
Yep.
10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
10 a.m.
right?
to 6 p.m. You can bring canned goods, clothing, toiletries, everything like that, and we're going to get it distributed through the Maria Fund to make sure it gets to the right people in need right away. And then we got a big party tonight.
And then I want to show the flyer. We've got a flyer of the event tonight,
Yep.
which it's what? It's going to be this is a party, right? There's going to be a fun DJs,
yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah. If you've ever been down on a Friday night, you know that we throw a good party, and tonight's going to be no different. You got DJ Micah Mercado, who helped out last week. You have DJ Javier Molina. They're both going to be spinning. We're going to be having a huge party. All the proceeds from the front door are going to go directly to the Massachusetts United for Puerto Rico Fund. We're hoping to get 800, 1,000 people down there. You can donate as little, as much as you want, and we're just going to have a really great party. We're going to celebrate Puerto Rico. We're going to try to raise some money because they really in need of some help.
And that money will go to the Massachusetts United for Puerto Rico Fund, right?
Yes,
that was
100%.
established. So this is good stuff, man.
If I want to interject, one of the.
Oh, you got to get me a shirt.
T-shirt.
Yeah. Come to Revista, you got to come with
David,
gifts.
for your family's
There's going
continued
to be a
support of the
medium or a
community.
large.
I wanted to bring you one as well, man.
Right
Perfect.
there.
Thank you.
Puerto Rico
Thanks, man.
strong. You know, maybe wearing this. None for Jane, whatever her name is. You got one too?
Oh, yeah, it's going to come on in a second.
Good, good. Now you're gonna get dressed up for tonight, right?
Yes, I am. Well, I heard the dress code's relaxed. Is that true?
It's a little, yeah.
Is it a little bit relaxed? Can I
Listen,
throw some jeans,
Throw
man?
this camera on. Throw this camera on right now.
You got
You got to
I'm gonna tell-
understand this, man. I did
Listen.
11 years at the door there.
Vincent's on Friday night has the strictest dress code, right? I went with $200 jeans one time, and I had to call Jimmy. My boy who's at the door wouldn't even let me in, Jose Reyes. It was Jimmy that let me in, but everyone's always dressed up. I think that's been the kind of a hallmark for Vincent's on Friday night.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
we want you to come dressed to the nine, feeling really good. We want you to look your best. You know, there are a lot of beautiful ladies, a lot of good-looking guys there, so we want to make sure we put on a good show.
Yeah. Now, were you going to be there today in a little while? Collecting
Yes,
the drive?
I'm going to be there. Wherever it is they need me, I will be there.
Yeah. And these shirts are courtesy of.
Kiko Guzman.
You got to get Kiko Guzman a little shout out.
Graphics.
Graphics Unleashed. He's out of Stoughton, Mass. He is amazing. Great guy. He's actually, these shirts were part of our drive, and all the proceeds, he said he's doing it for them.
For the record,
Puerto Rico.
David was no problem. Migoalia was no problem. You know, the guy behind you was in the bathroom. He was so nervous to come on television. He was the worst. You know, and he was here at 9:00 a.m.
Yes.
before. But Jose, I'm just kidding. I
It's
know
just
Jose
very
for many,
passionate
many years.
about it, man. Very passionate. Not only just for my family, but for the whole island and our community.
Absolutely.
Doing what we got to do to help.
Well, keep strong, guys, and thank you for coming by first here at Channel 7.
Thank you.
We'll see you later tonight. Obviously, Channel 7, El Mundo Boston will be covering the events today and tonight, so keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you very
All
much,
right.
Alberto.
Thanks for the
Thank
shirt.
you.
Thank you very much for the
Got it.
shirt. All right. That's it for this edition of Revista Hispana. For everyone here except Jane Gross at Channel 7, have a great Sunday, everyone.